Muslims would have to say the word. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? The sinners who love those who love them. If you do good to those who do good to you, what credit is it to you? But even sinners do the same. So Jesus said, you don't restrict this just to people who believe the same as you. Doing good to other people has no boundaries. You can be the poorest, the highest, whatever. These are the things that God recognizes true service to Him. And the very last one is, bless those who curse you and pray for those who abuse you. Jesus is telling us, when people abuse and curse us, we don't then go and abuse and curse them. We pray for them. So please, Christian brothers and sisters, those 3 verses I read are direct commandments for us as Christians to show not to people who we love, not to people who do good to us, or to people who believe the same as us. Those are things that we do to everybody. And if we can restore some of this, alongside with what Ali was saying to his Muslim brothers and sisters, maybe this park will be a
absolutely
will be a positive encounter for everybody.
And just to add to those noble teachings you just shared with us, our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught exactly the same things. He said in an authentic narration which has reached us from him that love for your brother what you love for yourselves. Okay, la yu'minu ahadukum hatta yuhibba li akhihi ma yuhibbu li nafsihi. These are the words in the Arabic language. You will not truly believe until you love for your brother what you love for yourselves. This is Islam. So you have to love for the other what you love for yourselves. And this includes humanity, by the way. Yeah. Some people twist this report and say, no, this only applies to Muslims. No, it does not. Our scholars have made it very clear. This particular report from the Prophet is universal. It is universal. It applies to all humans, right? So we have to love everyone like we love ourselves. Number one. Number two, neighbors. Neighbors. Same thing the Prophet taught, that the rights of neighbors are so big. They are so important in Islam that he feared that Allah or God Almighty will send Angel Gabriel to make neighbors inheritors or sharers, people who share in inheritance. So this is how important the status of neighbors is. And the last thing you shared was about
those who curse you.
Yes, and Quran has clear verses that do good to those who do evil to you, return evil with good.
That's right.
And this is what Islam teaches. Absolutely amazing. So this is what we believe. Islam is actually a continuation of the previous traditions, the Judeo-Christian tradition. Okay, a lot of people claim that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, our prophet, was actually plagiarizing or copying. That's another discussion. It's a huge discussion. I'm very interested. I've had plenty of chats on that. Right? It's an interesting discussion. Right? But amazingly, what we find in Islam, in the Quran and the prophetic tradition, is mainly or is overwhelmingly in line with the Jewish tradition as well as the beautiful Christian tradition on character building, on compassion, on justice, on morality. So where's the difference?
Sure. And could I leave with an invitation? I'm going to go now, but could I make an invitation to you, Ali? Could I invite you to find the 3 questions that you want to ask a Christian, the hardest questions, the ones that you find most difficult, because I invite you to go to those areas that detonate most people, and I want to be able to prove to you that it doesn't have to be that way. And can I do the same for you? I will think of 3 questions, and maybe we could prove that it is possible to go to those deepest areas, the ones that would have people go.
We can do that now.
And no, I have to go now, but maybe next time we'll do that.
So you want to set up that Sunday then, so we can have that discussion?
Well, I won't be here. My daughter keeps saying to me, why are you going to the park? You said you'd only go twice a week, and obviously you have to balance your time.
So you want to balance it out for the next 2 weeks?
Maybe 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
But when you're here, it's just a
Is there anything you want to add as well?
No,
okay, I'll go now anyway.
No, don't move it, because I want to say something about it. This morning, we animals having the same reasoning about the same thing that we're talking about. One of the most important facts that we need in this park is start to understand each other culture and treat other with respect.
Yes.
Because we have to understand a man taught by his faith and his belief and the way which way you're coming from. Yep. Now, if we're all going to be arguing, I don't want to be a part of that.
No, I don't want to be a part of that.
That is why I'm not going to be dealing with certain people anymore, discussing, because certain people, they're not here to be corrected.
Yes.
They're here to tell you what they want to feel, you know?
Yeah.
So That is why we're asking,
You know what it is? Because a lot of times, one thing that, not change, I'm trying to stick to the principle, but like arrogance, ego, getting one over another, I had to ask myself a question. Can I stand in front of Allah and say, oh Allah, I've done Dawah for you? If I'm mocking, I have ego.
Insulting.
It's for I'm coming to the path to belittle somebody.
You see, when you're dealing with the work of the Lord, the work of the Lord is not mocked. When you're dealing with God, God is a meek God, He is a righteous person. So if your lack of understanding, He will say to you, yo, I will teach you. It goes to everybody, whether you're Muslim, Christian, Israelite. I am a man, I don't fight against a man's principle and his beliefs. Right? That is a wrong way to do as human beings. So what we do, instead of having a two-way discussion because that creates argument and disbelief, we want to have a Christian, we want to have an Israelite, and we want to have a Muslim. Because when we reason, we're going to have the Christian agreeing, we're going to have the Muslim agreeing, and we're going to have the Israelite agreeing. You know why? We need to cut out the hatred. Because that ain't helping the Muslim, it ain't helping the Israelite, and it ain't helping the Christian. Because all I see when I'm watching TV, that's why I'm watching YouTube channel, is every man come here not to debate or to hold a reason to help one another, coming here to mock an next man.
Crash and destroy the opponent.
Yes.
In front of an audience.
Absolutely.
You know exactly what I'm saying, right?
We don't want that.
Compassion. You see, compassion must be at the root of everything.
That's right.
It has to be at the root. If compassion is missing, then you're not here for your faith.
That's right.
You're here for your ego. You're here to inflate your
What does that show us?
your profile.
It goes back to the flow of character. That's what the Prophet said. I only came to perfect.
Yeah.
How do you perfect righteous character? When we have righteous character, how could you have righteous character? For example, would you say I have good character if I'm good to you but I disobey God? I don't have good
So you
character.
have character. You have to obey God first. So
This is why when it comes to good character,
That's right.
you have good character with your Lord.
That's right,
Then
exactly
you have
right.
character with the ones He sent, the messenger.
Absolutely.
And then you have character with who? With yourself.
That's
and
right.
then you have character with the people.
Indeed.
Here are people come, ego, bashing, more laugh, joke. Now,
Making documentaries or mockumentaries or all sorts of things.
but thank you. I really
Thank you very much. Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you.
Well, I think we need to do this more often so the world can see that Christians and Muslims and Israelites, for that matter, these guys, there are people who can actually stand together, have a decent discussion with compassion. Yeah.
and if they want a reason,
Yeah.
we hope it's
Absolutely.
But if you're going to come with your
We
aggression,
welcome everyone to talk to us. Yes.
We're not working on here with aggression. See,
let's finish off with.
Anyway, I'll leave you on that.
I'm going to say
Thank you.
Bless you. Yeah,
Nice
take
one.
care.
Right? See, the reason why I said we want to have 3 debates, you need to be a mentor in the debate. So you can say, now what we need to do is give each man 5 minutes. So you can say whatever you want to say in your 5 minutes. But what we need to come to, the thing where we need to be discussing, where I see is Trinitarian God. One of the first discussions we want to do as Israelite, Muslim, Christian. We want to be dealing with who started this Trinitarian religion, where it's coming from. Yeah, if you can do right now, we will debate that. We will debate that now. Yeah, man, that's why we say any one of them.
You should do it.
Let me find.
I'll go and get a coffee and come back.
I'll get you a coffee.
So no, you stay. Don't move,
someone
man.
and I'll come.
Don't move, man. You stay here with our religion.
I'm coming.
Go and come. Ali.
Why are you
Ali.
leaving me?
Ali.
Ali. I just want to roam for a while and come back.
Ali. It doesn't matter who you get. Just get money. We're the haters.
Let me see.
Yeah, we're going to put them straight.
If you pay for your expenses, will you be interested? One of my universities. How long do you need? Universities invested in different expenses and everything. Let us know when can I
He's going to debate, yeah?
Yeah, we're waiting for the
You know the
Christian.
brother he does the you go broke legs, so Alhamdulillah is okay now. I don't wish to go online.
Yeah.
I told him don't go anywhere.
Whenever they want.
Listen.
That's disgusting. Whenever they want. Listen. That's disgusting. The worst is your prayer. The worst is your prayer. Since you're okay with prayer, are you also
No, this is a funny video. I'm not going to upload this.
One second.
Dude, you have to let me speak. Rude people, repulsive people, hateful people must not come to the park. Park is not for them.
Wow, and who decides that?
Okay.
Who decides who's
I don't decide it. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. Likewise,
You're quite absolute.
racist, racist Islamophobes, those who hate Muslims and Islam, they should not come to the park. They should not come to the park. You know why? You know why? Because park is a place for intelligent discussions, for education.
How much of that?
It is a 150 years old tradition. We cherish it. We love it. We love this freedom. It's beautiful, and it should continue like that. Some bitter characters, whether they are Muslim, atheist, racist, Islamophobes, Christian missionaries, whoever they are, they're trying to hijack the park and they're trying to tarnish this tradition, and we don't want to encourage that. Now, coming back to the issue of calling out bad behavior, you are clearly linked.
Give me any more examples.
Okay. You are clearly.
Give me any more examples of Islamic bad, Muslim bad.
I've given enough examples.
No, you're getting one.
Okay.
You're given one.
Okay. Let me give you another one. Let me give you another one. Okay. And the other example is you. Okay.
I'm a secret Muslim.
Wait. You are an open supporter of Tommy Robinson.
How is this a bad example of Muslim behaviour?
It's a bad example of
we were talking about
a white Englishman coming to the park who is an atheist, who claims to be an atheist, standing with an open racist Islamophobe who inspired a terrorist. Do you call that bad behavior? You want me to condemn every extremist on the planet, which I have. For your convenience, I have.
Your statement, your hack is to brand me as racist.
Peace be upon the great Tan.
Louder! Peace be upon the great Tan!
Peace be upon the great Tan.
Tan the Prophet!
Tan the
Please
man.
step forward and accept the holy liquor!
Yeah. Come on, be blessed. There's only a handful. Come on. Be blessed.
6 months he was here, and what a mark he has left! Tan the man!
Bless you, brother. Push free speech.
Peace be upon Tan the man! Would you like some tango? All faiths and all creeds may drink the holy liquor.
Yes. Peace be upon Tan.
Peace be upon him! Repeat! Peace be
I have
upon
no problem with people making money from their channels, not at my expense, against my wish. I don't want certain channels to. Yeah, absolutely. I'm perfectly in my right to ask people to not film me because they're trying to make money out of me, right? I don't want them to, especially those who are hating Muslims, those who are spreading hate against Muslims, DCCI and SOCO. I don't want them to make money at my expense. Dawah channels can make as much money as because they're buying equipment. There's all these mics and the lenses and all these things. They come with money, right? So if they want
we've gone from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4.
no problem. We can continue decent.
Including 5. Quick, come on.
So the reason why filming again, ladies and gentlemen, we have decided, myself and Steve, that we will have a decent discussion so that we can actually let people know what we feel about each other, right? So I was discussing with Steve that Steve insists on linking me to certain extremists. I'm asking him, why does he continue to do that when For the last 10 years,
facts don't present themselves.
let me finish my question. You can answer. You can answer.
No, because I'm not doing this. You've got 2 minutes. I've got 2 minutes.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Just a
conversation
conversation. Just yeah, nicely. Yes. Yeah. Now we're going to continue with our decent discussion for a change, right?
How you doing?
I am asking you, Steve, categorically today. Why do you insist on you and the people who you work with?
Paying me.
No,
I work.
I didn't say that.
You did. You've said it frequently. Steve's being paid again. He lies. There are numerous videos where you say
I didn't say. Did I just say
what
that
a
he's
stupid thing to say?
Did I just say?
You've said it previously numerous times.
I have.
So you changed your mind now, and you realise it was a silly thing to say.
No.
So have you changed your
I still
mind?
believe you're being paid.
You still believe I'm being paid?
Yes,
I still. You started to deny it, and now you've returned to say.
No, I didn't deny it.
You're
I said in
inconsistent.
this sentence, I didn't say
See,
it.
this is a game of poker to you, isn't it?
Okay.
This is a game of poker.
I'm going to prove.
This is my problem.
I'm going to prove everyone that we can have a decent
but
discussion.
Some people at Speaker's Corner, they treat conversations, discussions, whatever you want to call them, as games of poker.
Let's get to the crux
you
of
win
it.
hands and you lose hands.
Okay.
I don't want to play that.
Let's get to the crux.
I don't want to play poker.
Okay.
Can we agree not to play poker?
Okay.
Yes.
So, Steve, why do you insist on linking me with extremists while last 10 years of my public speeches have been clearly against extremists and extremism?
10 years?
I was never a public figure. I was never a public figure.
Right. Are you a public figure now then?
I am. Apparently I am. Yes. I have a large following online and otherwise. So people do know me as a public figure. Since I've been a public figure.
Do you enjoy that?
Sorry, no, I don't.
You don't enjoy it?
I don't
You're
actually
a bit
enjoy
shy,
it.
really.
No, I'm not shy. I'm not a shy person, but I don't enjoy it.
Why do you not enjoy it?
Because I don't like being recognized on tube stations and airports and.
No? You seem to enjoy it around here.
No, I don't.
Really?
Maybe you think like that, but I don't. I don't. It's nothing special to me. I'm here for a purpose. I'm here for a purpose.
What is that purpose?
My purpose is to demystify the image of Islam.
Do you think you're doing that?
Yes.
Do you think you're doing it well?
I think a lot of people are listening to us. A lot of people are learning from us. Yes, us.
You?
When I say us, I mean all the veterans.
Do you think you're demystifying Islam?
Yes, we are clarifying the image of Islam. We are removing misconceptions. We are we're trying to show the world what Islam truly is.
And you think you're doing a good
against
job of
what Islamophobes are teaching people online. So this is what we're trying to do. So my question is again.
Do you not realise if there are people like me with a less than positive view of Islam, do you not realise, and I can assure you this, it is because of the behaviour of Muslims, not all Muslims, but it is because the behaviour of many Muslims at Speaker's Corner that lead me to have my views on Islam.
I agree with you.
Can you accept that?
I 100% accept that.
Can you not
that's a
see
fair
that
statement.
you might be a little part of that problem?
No, I'm not. Okay, that's what I deny. I'll tell you why.
Who is the problem then?
The problem is...
Who is the problem? Who are the problem Muslims at Speaker's Corner doing bad dawah and enabling people like me maybe to have a bad image of Islam? Who are they? Let's call them out now and name them.
Okay, wait. I believe. Can I say what I want?
Question.
Yes. And I want to respond.
By naming names.
Okay. Firstly, I believe, no doubt, there are certain Muslims here who behave very bad. There are atheists here who behave very bad. There are Christians here who behave very bad. There are all sorts of people here who behave very bad. Okay. That means we are all humans, right? There are some good humans, there are some bad humans. Okay, good and bad is in every.
Good Muslims,
so just to say,
who are the bad Muslims?
Just to say,
and how they
and there were some black supremacists here who were smoking ganja here openly. They were violent to people. Okay, if we start saying now all Africans, all black people are bad because of system.
None of us are saying that.
Thank you. So Muslims are not responsible.
Who are the bad Muslims? Just name them.
You can name them. In your opinion.
I'm asking you.
Okay. Some
because
of these.
It's not me that's going to deal with them. Really, it's going to be you.
I have spoken to Steve. The policeman, and I asked him specifically, why did he allow certain individuals back into the park after they were convicted for violence? What is the purpose?
Can you name them?
Omar.
Uncle Omar.
I don't call him, he's not my uncle. So I don't.
True,
Okay,
fair point.
I'm asking.
older Omar.
I asked Steve specifically, what purpose does it serve to allow an individual like that back into the park when we clearly know he's not putting a good image of Islam out there?
Would you put Abdul Hamid in the same category? Would you put Abdul Hamid, Mohammed Tarweed? Would you put them in that same category? They should not be allowed back here after their previous violence.
First of all,
I hope you would.
First of all, no. I would not put them in the
why
same.
would you put Omar in that box?
I'll tell you why. My view, my response. Abdul Hamid, when he did commit violence in the park during the rally, the right-wing racist rally, when people, Abdul Hamid.
It was the same day that Omar did.
Wait.
It was the very same day.
Omar hit a policeman, right? Abdul Hamid actually hit a man who hit him first. All the videos showed us that. So in my opinion, Abdul Hamid was simply defending himself against aggression.
Going like that.
Okay, you can have a different view.
You've seen the videos.
Okay.
I think you disagree
And
with that
after
point.
that, Abdul Hamid decided to not.
That was after they charged forward in
I'm responding to your point. Okay, so that's why I have a very different view to you. I don't know enough about him.
Cop out.
Well, how is that a cop
You've
out?
observed him as much as I've observed him, I'm sure.
I don't like his way of. What I have seen, I don't like his way of Dawah. If that's Dawah, I don't
Bilal
like
and
that.
Salim.
I don't know them. Who are they? Which Salim is this? Which Salim is
You don't know Bilal.
Which Bilal is that? No, I don't know who you're talking about. I'm being very honest.
I'm just slightly surprised that you wouldn't even know who those two are.
Which Bilal are you talking about? Which Bilal?
Little short black Bilal.
I don't know.
White converts. I'm sorry, the other way around. Little short black Suleiman. Tall white.
I swear by Allah, I don't know who you're talking about.
Why are we talking about strangers?
Okay, so
we're talking about calling out bad behaviour. These aren't strangers.
Okay,
And
now
we're
that
talking about
this
bad
is a noble discussion. I'm glad that Steve is talking about calling out bad behaviour.
Interventions like that don't help. He doesn't want us to do it.
Yeah.
Because is this not? Can I ask you about another thing?
Before you do,
but is there not?
Before you do, let's keep the discussion fair, right? Let's keep it. I want to ask about bad behaviour now. There is a guy outside of the park, Darren Osborne, who mowed down Muslims outside a mosque. And there was a clear link between him and Tommy Robinson.
There was a clear link between him and the BBC because he said in court that the final straw that made him commit that heinous, awful, horrible offence was watching the BBC.
So let me finish my question. Let me finish my question.
That's what he said in court. So if anyone should be blamed, surely it should be
Steve,
the BBC.
Can I finish my question? Can I finish?
A tenuous link. Because he was found to have had some.
Can I kindly finish my question?
Because you've said
okay. No. You're talking about calling out bad behavior. I have clearly done that today, right? I have. I have clearly acknowledged that certain individuals they behave badly. I'm not in favor of. Okay. Well. Okay. Yes.
You said plural.
That's okay.
You've only done it for one.
Yes, and I have advised.
I'd welcome
I have.
to hear more.
I have advised.
More than one individual,
Okay. Let me finish. Okay. Now that I've clarified my position on bad behavior.
Really.
Okay. In your opinion, is it clear? Is it clear? Is my position clear on bad behavior?
To a really extreme case of someone hitting a policeman.
Let people
what about
decide.
Lesser levels.
Okay. Let's not waste.
What about lesser levels of bad behaviour that are slightly less than hitting a policeman? Can you cite lesser levels? Of bad
my position on that. I believe.
Giving some examples.
Yeah. I believe short-tempered people, intolerant people, rude. Okay, wait. Dude, you have to let me speak. Rude people, repulsive people, hateful people must not come to the park. Park is not for them.
Wow, and who decides that?
Okay.
Who decides who?
I don't decide it. This is my opinion. Likewise,
you're quite absolute.
Racist, Islamophobes, those who hate Muslims and Islam, they should not come to the park. They should not come to the park. You know why? Because park is a place for intelligent discussions, for education.
How much of that?
It is a 150 years old tradition. We cherish it. We love it. We love this freedom. It's beautiful, and it should continue like that. Some bitter characters, whether they are Muslim, atheist, racist, Islamophobes, Christian missionaries, whoever they are, they're trying to hijack the park and they're trying to tarnish this tradition, and we don't want to encourage that. Now, coming back to the issue of calling out bad behavior, you are clearly linked.
Give me any more examples.
Okay. You are clearly.
Give me any more examples of Islamic Muslim bad.
I've given enough examples.
No, you're given one.
Okay.
You're given one.
Okay. Let me give you another one. Let me give you another one. Okay. And the other example is you. Okay.
I'm a secret Muslim.
Wait. You are an open supporter of Tommy Robinson.
How is this a bad example of Muslim behaviour?
It's a bad example of
we were talking about
a white Englishman coming to the park who is an atheist, who claims to be an atheist, standing with an open racist Islamophobe who inspired a terrorist. Do you call that bad behaviour? You want me to condemn every extremist on the planet, which I have. For your convenience, I have.
Your link is completely erroneous.
Okay. Do you support Tommy Robinson? Do you like his work? Do you
a lot of what he does, yes.
Okay. So you are. Would you?
A lot.
Okay. Good. Do you generally support him?
Generally. So you're looking for generalisations. Things are more nuanced.
You were there supporting him in the rally. You were there.
I said most in the main. I support what he does.
Do you regard yourself as a supporter of Tommy Robinson?
You're looking for clickbait for the cameras now.
No,
you wouldn't be asking that question.
It's been a very decent discussion.
And you're
it's
asking
been a very decent. Now it may be getting difficult for you. That's why.
It's not getting difficult at all.
Okay, let's stick to.
I stand by my associations, as I point out again.
So you are associated to Tommy Robinson? Are you
standing by?
Are you associated? Are you
continually struggle to admit to the associations you've had during your life?
Ladies and gentlemen, have I made myself clear that I am not associated? I am not associated with any extremist. Have I made that clear? Have I? Can you say yes or no? Have I made myself clear? I'm not.
Yes, Mr. Adnan. No, Mr. Adnan. What next should we say, Mr. Adnan?
We're going to keep it decent. Wait. Before you ask, we're going to keep it decent. I've made myself very clear. I'm going to name people. Have I clarified? I'm not associated with any extremist, whether that's Faisal or whether that's Anjum Chowdhury or whether that's a rabbit or whether that's an elephant or a giraffe. I'm not linked to any extremist. Right? Okay. Now I'm asking a direct question from Steve. Are you an associate of Tommy Robinson?
What's an associate?
You just said I have associations. You used the word.
Yes, okay, yes.
Okay, are you an associate of Tommy Robinson?
I just answered that question.
Okay.
I'm not going to repeat it.
Okay, good.
For you.
Tommy Robinson now.
Which is why it's clickbait.
Okay, Tommy Robinson is now well known as...
He's in prison for an alleged offence that, as I keep saying to you, but you don't listen.
Okay.
He is in prison currently for an alleged offence that not one single person has ever been imprisoned for before. There are journalists committing alleged contempt of court offences quite regularly.
So you clearly have sympathy
Some
for
of them go to court, some of them get a fine. None have ever got a custodial sentence.
So you clearly
Whatever you think, let me finish.
Yeah, please finish. Go ahead.
Whatever you think of Tommy Robinson, whether you agree with his views, abhor his views, agree with his methods, abhor his methods, you have to agree, why is he in prison for something that no other living individual or dead individual in this nation has ever been put in prison before? Just ask yourself that one question. And not only, I'm not finished yet, not only is he the first person ever to be put in prison for a alleged contempt of court, have any of them been dragged through the Old Bailey? Have any of them had the Attorney General dragged into the court case? No. What do those points tell you? Whatever you think of Tommy Robinson and his views and his methods, just think about those three facts. Don't look at your watch, because I haven't finished yet.
No, because
what do you think? We'll go if you need to run home to mummy. Or whoever, wifey, boyfriend,
I'm trying to keep it decent, and I will.
I'm making jokes. Get with it. And I'm making jokes. Get with it.
No, my mum's alive.
He is the only person that's ever been put in prison
both
for
are alive.
offence. Dragged through the Old Bailey. See, they don't even want to listen.
No.
They don't
both
want to
are alive.
listen because the facts are inconvenient to them. The only person that's ever been put in prison, the only person repeatedly dragged through the Old Bailey, had the Attorney General put on the case. Does that not raise questions? Whatever you think of Tommy Robinson, put that aside and look at those three facts alone.
Okay.
It is clearly not an independent judiciary that has put him through all of that.
Okay.
He is clearly an inconvenience to the state. The state is on your side. They don't like what he says. It's inconvenient. It caused the state's trouble, which is why he's in prison for an offence that no one has ever been put in prison.
Okay.
That's why I support the man.
Okay, my response
and have you got any response to to any of those facts that I just don't go off on random trajectories.
Okay.
Stay on those points.
Okay. Now let Steve finish his passionate speech in defense of Tommy Robinson. He's clearly very passionate about Tommy Robinson.
Head of facts.
Okay. Yeah. He's clearly he feels strongly about Tommy Robinson, right? Now he doesn't allow this privilege to anyone of Anjem Chowdhury's followers. Okay, wait. Rightly so.
What privilege
No, I did not interrupt you.
No, because you're
I let you finish.
nonsense.
No. To me, you were coming out with
I'll
nonsense.
do what I want, thank you, Mr.
No,
Facebook. Mr. Tommy.
Don't indulge. I mean, I'm gonna now.
These are your problems.
I'm gonna say
These are
Tommy
your
Robinson.
problems. That
Tommy
sort of
Robinson
behaviour is your problem. If you'd called out that sort of behaviour, I'd have had more time for it.
Tommy Robinson was clearly clear. Maybe Steve is right about this particular case. Maybe, but other allegations against
Just
him.
say maybe I'm right.
Maybe you're right. Yes.
Cut that out, Dawah channels.
Why? No. Don't cut it out. Okay. Now, other allegations against him, which are more concerning and important. But brother, don't do this, because this is what really. Don't.
Such a miserable looking F-U-C-K.
Okay, no problem. He's trying to provoke people from the crowd so that we cannot have a I'm not going to allow that. I'm going to have a decent discussion with Steve today, because in a decent discussion, Steve has no legs to stand on. Thank you.
Apart from
Too many digressions. Please go ahead.
Now, Tommy Robinson, I am not against Tommy Robinson for.
Cut that out to our channels as well.
Okay. Tommy Robinson has been linked to terrorism in this country directly. Directly. He says rubbish. Why don't you say that about Anjem Chowdhury then? Rubbish.
Well, so you're saying Anjem Chowdhury has not? Are you questioning?
I believe he's linked.
Right.
I believe he's linked.
So why would you
okay, because I'm reasonable. I'm level-headed. I know where justice is. You are not just. You are clearly denying a link.
Why did Anjem Chowdhury walk the streets for so long? Why was Anjem Chowdhury on speed?
I asked the same question. Why is the government allowing him to speak on behalf of Muslims? Why is he on CNN? Why is he on Sky News? Why is he on NBC and Fox News? Because of you people. People like you in the establishment. People like you. You love him. You love him.
I'm being paid.
No, it's people like you in the establishment who say, let him go. You want people to hate Muslims? That's the best way to do it. You want people to hate Muslims? Allow these idiots to represent Muslims. This is the point. That's why, no, I would love to have it, but no, I'm going to. Okay. So now, it's clear that Steve is directly linked to a terrorist inspirer, someone who inspired terrorism in Britain. So Steve does not apply the same standard. This is my turn.
We don't have terms.
Steve,
we agreed
okay, but let's have a conversation. Have a conversation. We the Muslims in the park, we are level-headed. We do not support any extremists or terrorists. People like Steve, they feel they can do it with impunity. People like Steve, they feel.
Oh no, it's another one arrived.
People like Steve feel they can do it with impunity. They can say what they like about Muslims. They can support Tommy Robinson openly. No one's going to knock their door. And this is where the problem is. This is where the problem is. Terrorists have sympathy of people like Steve. I'm pretty sure Steve sympathizes.
What was that last statement?
Terrorists have sympathy of people like Steve.
They have the sympathy of.
Do you sympathize with Osborne?
No.
You don't?
No. Why would I?
Do you condemn his actions?
Obviously.
Okay.
Why do you even have to ask that question?
Because Tommy Robinson didn't condemn him.
Really?
Yeah.
He did.
He did not. Show me evidence. Show me evidence where Tommy Robinson condemned Darren Osborne for mowing down Muslims to kill them. Actually, because I spoke to an eyewitness, he said he swerved the van into the crowd. Okay, so and show me where Tommy Robinson condemned him. And he was directly linked by British papers with this act. It was his job as a public figure to come out and say, I have nothing to do with it. I condemn this action. Show me evidence. If he did not, then you supporting him despite that, you are part of it. You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem.
Should I be in jail? Should I be in jail?
White supremacists?
Exactly.
Yeah, you should be watched by the police.
Be in jail.
You should be watched by the police. You should be on the watch list.
I'm having a watch.
You should be on the watch list. Okay, now that's clear. I think Tommy Robinson is clear.
They were paying me. Should they be watching me?
Now coming back to another issue.
Can they watch me and
coming back to another issue?
time?
Why do you insist on linking? Why do you insist on, Steve? Why do you insist on linking innocent Muslim speakers?
By 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras.
You should be watched by the police. Yeah.
How do you know he isn't? His brother is. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. It's personal.
Okay, why not? Why not? What's wrong with his brother? What's wrong?
No, he just said. I should
Steve,
be watched by the
we're gonna come to the next point.
Listen, keep up.
We're gonna come to the next point. Steve,
I'm perfectly happy to be watched 24/7 by the police, by anyone except for you. I don't want to be watched by you because you give me the creeps. But I don't mind anyone else watching.
Because he's not white.
no, no, wait. He may have powerful friends. He may have, like Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson has powerful friends within the establishment. That's why he hasn't been done.
Who are they? Who are they? Is that why he's sitting in Belmarsh? Because he has powerful friends in
the fact that he was not convicted for terrorism, for inspiring terrorism, that shows me he has very powerful friends, and so do you. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, coming back to. Why do you... Now, my next point, Steve, my next point...
I wish they'd come and introduce themselves, these powerful friends that I have.
Okay, Steve...
Come and shake my hand and say,
okay, Steve,
I'm a powerful...
My next question, why do you insist on... Steve...
Isn't it my turn?
Yeah, my question, and you can respond to it. Yeah, my...
a few in a row
okay, yeah. Very quickly, one sentence.
Come on, finish this.
One sentence. Steve, why do you insist on linking innocent Muslim speakers who have repeatedly clarified their position on extremism? Why do you insist on linking them with extremism? What purpose does it serve, and why do you do it when you know you're wrong?
Because I don't know I'm wrong, because that would be foolish if I knew.
But they have said it. All of them have said it. We have no links with extremism.
Funnily enough, people saying things isn't necessarily proof. Which is
so how do you know?
Have long court cases with evidence and counter evidence. Things aren't just.
Where's the court case against me?
When someone pleads innocent or guilty,
where's the court case against me?
The court case, is it?
Where is the court case against me? Where's the court case against me?
What should Judge Rinder call it? The People's Court. Sorry,
People's Court? What people? You mean the mob? You mean the mob?
No, you're not being beaten up. This is a verbal.
Okay.
Thing, you know?
So where's the court evidence against me? Where's the court evidence against Mansour? You're trying to link Abu Qasim to Mansour. Why don't you link Sayyid, Sam, TNT Greek? I'm saying you are Mansour's cameraman. Do you accept that? TNT Greek. Okay, he doesn't accept that. So why can I not link him with Mansour? Why not? And why do you choose one cameraman you found with Anjum Chaudhry, praying with Anjum Chaudhry? Why do you? Okay, that's fine.
He's not got a Dawah channel.
So any Muslim now, if a Muslim
boring, you're going around.
If a Muslim farts in Iraq, we have to apologize for that.
Yes.
In London.
Is
that fair? Is that fair? Is that fair? Is that fair?
You're just
right? So if a Muslim extremist walks through the park and he walks next to one of us, oh, there must be a link. Is that what you're doing, Steve? Is that what you're doing?
I'm just seeing who won the football, actually.
So Steve is no longer interested in this discussion.
It's boring. It's old, recycled nonsense.
No. This is very important. This is confronting you.
Maybe you're five.
This is This is confronting you with evidence.
We started
Steve,
having a
why do you?
Conversation, didn't we, until you got the cameras.
No, Steve. We're still having
sent them away.
A decent discussion. Steve, can you respond to me? Why do you insist on linking Mansour, myself, and other Muslim speakers in the park with extremism? Why? Why? Yeah, it must be money. It must be money. It must be money.
Shall I sing? That might get you some more.
Okay, why don't you answer my question like I have?
Because they're boring questions. You just keep rehashing.
Let people be bored.
Don't get anywhere.
Okay. So why do you?
You're not going to make much
Are you being paid for it? Are you being paid for it?
You can edit it.
Are you being paid for it? Are you being paid for it?
By whom?
By your powerful establishment friends.
You didn't strike me as a conspiracy theorist.
I'm not.
You obviously.
I'm not.
Are you getting paid, mate?
He is.
Really thinks
he is. He is.
Who by?
For the kind of lies he comes out.
Oh, I've realised it's the Jews. I'm being paid by the Jews, aren't I?
I didn't say that, did I? I told you he's an extremist. I told you he's an extremist. I told you he's an extremist.
Bit of anti-Semitism.
He sees extremism everywhere. He sees extremism everywhere because he's an extremist.
So I'm being paid by the Jews.
Okay.
Just like Tommy, he's a shill, isn't he? Mark Collett says so. You're on Mark Collett's side.
By the way, it has been reported by British newspapers that a Zionist think tank was funding Tommy Robinson.
Middle East Forum. There's been no hidden point about it. It's been open from the start.
Do you want me to find it?
The Middle East Forum.
Do you want me to find
it? Daniel
Do you want me to
Piper-
find
Daniel
it? Do you want me to
Piper
find it?
I know it. And
Oh, he
everyone
knows about it.
It's been broadcast.
He knows about it.
It's not been hidden.
Okay, so
You're not
so
creating
by the way,
expose
a
now.
clarification: Zionist doesn't mean Jews, because there are many Jews who are against Zionism. By the way, so it's clear. We have clarified that in the park. Jewish people came forward in the park. They said we are not Zionists. We are against Zionism. So this is very clear,
know it's
right?
not the lizards
Okay.
that are funding
Now,
or the
now,
Freemasons.
why do you continue to link Muslims, innocent Muslim speakers, in the park with extremism? Why? Why? No answer? You have no answer?
The evidence is there. It must be time to go, surely.
Yeah.
None of you have prayed today.
Where's the
You're
evidence?
praying
Where's the
today.
evidence?
Have
Where's
you
the
prayed today?
Where's the
Have you
evidence?
prayed
I have
today?
prayed today. Yes.
When did you
Where's the
last pray?
evidence?
It must be Jew.
Let me think. When did I last pray? It must be Fajr time, huh?
You
It must be
out of
Fajr time. Do you know how many times we pray?
5.
Yeah, 5 times. So already prayed my. I'm
Wait, I thought you had
up to time.
You have to do it at a certain time.
I am.
Wait, you say you can pray 5 times in a row before
Why?
breakfast.
Why?
And then not do it again.
Why
Is
do
that
you?
serious?
Why do you?
Is that serious?
Why?
Is he right? Come on, I'm looking for some Muslim feedback here. Can you pray 5
You
times
see
all
that?
together?
You see.
Come on, educate me. I want to know about your faith.
Why don't you answer? But a lot of Muslims want to know, and non-Muslims
Can
want
you
to know.
pray
Why
5
do you
times
keep
quickly in a
linking
row?
innocent Muslim speakers to extremism deliberately,
Because the
lying
video-
on them?
because the video
Because
evidence-
I'm one of them. I'm
the-
standing in front of you, confronting you, and you're not giving me
You
answers.
ask a question.
Yeah.
You want to pause
Yes.
for a second?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
the video evidence keep presenting.
Show us.
itself.
We want to see the video evidence.
video
Show
evidence
us.
that you would
Show-
shake
okay, can you show us
There's
right
the
now?
video evidence of
There is no
advocacy with
evidence.
Andrew
Show us the
Chowdhury.
video. Show us the video.
I'm going to get it out and you're going to say not.
And you're going to show me. You're going to show Adnan Rashid in the
I'm
video.
going to show Abu Qasim praying with Andrew Chowdhury.
Well, how is that my problem?
Because he's.
How is that my problem?
You have
Sorry?
this thing clicked on every week.
Is that massively my problem?
Of course. Someone with sense at last.
Okay, come forward.
Thank you.
Come forward. You have some sense. Come forward. How is that my problem? How is that problem?
How can we get the
No, sorry, you're not welcome. Sorry, bad. Sorry. Wait, I'm having a decent discussion with Steve. Can you allow it? Can you? Yeah. When I'm ready. Yeah.
That's 3 we can bring up.
Another extremist.
I'm talking to someone more intelligent,
No,
in my
don't be
opinion.
so insulting to the woman.
Not because she's a lady, because she has shown repeatedly that she has problems.
What?
I have sympathy for her. I have sympathy for her. I have sympathy. I really sympathy. If you need.
You do the first video, I'll do the
Okay.
second one of your son, Musa Adnan, yeah?
Okay, that's fine. Okay, show me all the videos. Let's deal with it once and for all. No, I really want to see the videos. Bring them out. Let's.
Do you want to see the guy praying with Andrew Chowdhury?
How is that my problem?
Because he's here filming you. every
Sorry?
week,
Sorry?
Talking to you.
Sorry? I associate with who? So what about this cameraman? Is he my cameraman?
That one there.
So why are you associating me with this one?
Every week. There he is under a pavilion.
Yeah, what is he saying?
Giving out leaflets.
What is he saying? Can you repeat his words? He's my son.
You get what I mean?
Yes. Can you repeat his words? Can you repeat my son's words? Do you have any shame? Do you have any shame? Do you have any morality? Can you repeat my son's words? Can you repeat his words? Now why are you jumping to Sheikh Faisal for my son? Can you brought something up? You brought something up. Repeat. Can you repeat? Okay.
You just said you're extremism, but you are.
Can you repeat my son's words? Do you have the courage to repeat my son's words? Do you have the courage? Okay, obviously not. So stop talking about things. You have no grounds to say anything. Repeat.
I'll wait for Steve.
See the ad hominems that come out when he's challenged.
Where's the ad hominem? I'm asking her to repeat my son's words. What is my son saying in that video? Exactly, that's the point. This was on national television, and what happened? What happened?
And you stand here today.
They apologized. They actually apologized.
He was on national TV week after week after week.
Because this was okay.
Well, Marco Bolo was bloody beheading a British soldier.
It's very simple.
Social guilt. You just let out there.
Let him film. Why are you doing the work?
He's alive, too.
You were too late. You missed the fast over there. You missed it all.
Abu Kassim is being told by Adnan, Rashid and Sayyid and this guy what to say to camera, and he mucked it up at one point and he had to start again because he wasn't saying clearly enough how I'm not their camera.
Why are you listening to it? Why are you listening to it?
So he focused more time on saying he's not associated with these guys, even though they were just telling him what to say. Even though they were telling him what to say, he spent more time saying I'm not their cameraman and I'm not associated with them than he spent talking about Adnan Chowdhury. That's quite telling.
Are you happy?
And they were lecturing him, and he had to stop.
Why he's so charged? Another attempt of this has failed miserably to link us with all sorts of funny people. This guy is an Islamophobe in the park.
Extremist.
He's an extremist. Tommy Robinson lover. Okay. Do you condemn Tommy Robinson? Do you condemn Tommy Robinson?
Do you condemn Hannibal Lecter? I mean, what's the relevance?
Do you condemn Tommy Robinson?
Do you condemn the Sun?
Because you have clearly supported him in the past. And we have made ourselves very clear on the...
By just telling a young boy what to say. Well, not such a young boy.
Steve,
you told him to stop and start again because he got it a little bit wrong.
On extremism and extremists and on Anjum Chowdhury, okay? Have you made yourself clear on Tommy Robinson?
If I hadn't produced the video evidence, that would have never happened, as you know.
Thank you for producing it so that we can clarify.
Quickly, can I have a microphone?
No, you can't. You can't. Yes, we don't want to waste our mics. We don't want to waste our batteries. Okay, now the point is,
Steve.
Steve.
Another cameraman this week. Steve. By the way, it's upside down. It doesn't matter.
It still catches the voice. It still catches the voice. It's not like you. It's not like you. It still catches the voice. Okay, so. The point is, where do you stand on Tommy Robinson? This is, by the way, let me introduce Steve to the park.
Why were you just telling
Steve is one of the extremists.
What to say?
Steve is one of the extremists in the park. This extremist has been attacking us. He has been accusing of...
I've never attacked anyone.
Okay, so why don't you let me talk now, Steve?
Deflection, because you're
freedom of speech. You'll be screaming about freedom of speech on Twitter.
Let's just talk about you telling Abu Kassim what to say on camera. Should we talk about that? And you having to cut the video because he got it wrong and he had to do it again.
Well, let people decide. Let people decide.
About that Abu Kassim just spent more time alleging that he's got nothing to do with you and nothing to do with the other Dawah team, that he's independent, than talking about and disowning Andrew Chowdhury. He spent more time because his masters
at the moment
told him
there's a cameraman filming,
disassociating himself with you guys.
Is this cameraman? Are you my cameraman?
Dissociating with
Are you my cameraman?
Chowdhury.
Are you my cameraman?
No.
Are you my cameraman?
Why are you worried about?
Is that bird mine? Is that bird mine?
Bird? There's no bird there.
Oh, you're blind, obviously blind. You can't see it. Okay. Is that policeman mine?
Even your friend.
Are you mine?
Are
you mine?
He's brighter.
Are you mine? You're older than me. You can't be mine.
He has a better sense of humour than you.
You're older than me. Are you mine? Are you mine?
Learn from
Are you mine? Are you mine?
From your brother.
Are you mine?
Learn from
okay.
your brother.
So have some life. Get a life. I'm trying to
both more than you.
Okay. I'm trying to get these extremists to understand and realize that your extremism against Muslims is not going to work. This is a Tommy Robinson supporter who openly supported Tommy Robinson, and he is failing to condemn him. Every time we come to him asking him to condemn Tommy Robinson, he does not want to condemn Tommy Robinson. He wants us to condemn extremists. This guy had the audacity to come last week.
Got caught out.
Okay. We want everyone to know the face of an Islamophobe. We want everyone to know the face of an Islamophobe.
But you're embarrassed about it.
Why are you arguing with the cameraman? Why are you arguing with the... Is he your cameraman? Are you his cameraman? Are you his cameraman? Are you sure?
Then lose it. You're younger than me. Lose it.
Are you sure you're not his cameraman? Are you sure?
To the cameraman.
He's got flip-flops on.
It doesn't matter. Or personal.
Doesn't matter.
Why?
Oh, you got shoes.
He will not talk to me. He knows where I will. He knows where I will hit him. He knows.
Abu Kassim what to say.
Tommy Robinson.
He mucked it up.
Abu Kassim has made it.
So you got him to start again because he mucked it up. You told him to spend more time denying that he had any association with you.
He doesn't. I have no association with anyone in the park.
I'm saying he didn't have an association.
I have no association. I am publicly stating I have no association with anyone in the park. I have no association with anyone.
That says everything.
Another failure.
You're more worried about your ego than his association
He's very
with
scared
Andrew
of me.
Chowdhury.
I know he's very scared of me
Because
speaking.
you're a walking ego, man, aren't you?
No.
You're a walking ego.
Okay. He will not let me speak.
You're
you know
an
why?
absolute
walking
ego.
Because he doesn't want me to ask him about his love.
Until hard
true
evidence
love of his life. Tommy Robinson.
Even admit,
Tommy Robinson.
you didn't even have
Do you
the
condemn Tommy
balls
Robinson?
to admit your
Do you condemn
association
Tommy
with
Robinson?
Sheikh Faisal.
Do you
did not
do you
have
condemn?
the balls
I condemn
to
Sheikh
admit your
Faisal
association.
or
Then
Faisal.
why did you admit
I condemn,
to it?
I've
Why
condemned
did
all
you
of them.
admit to
Do
your
you
support
condemn
of
an
it?
extremist called Tommy Robinson? Do you condemn him?
You
We have
are a
condemned
walking
everyone you have
ego.
named.
You are a walking
Okay.
ego, man.
Okay.
And I
Do you
don't know why
condemn
you keep
Tommy
going
Robinson?
like that.
Tommy Robinson.
Is that for me? Is
No,
that
no,
for me?
I'm holding it. It's mine. Do you
That's
condemn?
going to interfere with the noise.
Do you condemn
Why
Tommy
did you
Robinson?
just tell Abu
Do you condemn Tommy Robinson?
to spend more time
Show is over.
than Anjem Chowdhury?
Okay, let's turn the camera my way. Okay, now ladies and gentlemen,
Bye, Cameron.
this is clear now. The reason why we went through that painful exercise is to show you what we have to face every week in the park. There are Islamophobes walking around. There are Islamophobes, extremely dangerous Islamophobes who peddle hate against Muslims on daily basis, right? This man is an open supporter of Tommy Robinson. He is racist like Tommy Robinson because he supports him. He supports him. So he walks around the park. He's obviously being paid by someone to come and attack individuals like me because he knows we are effective in our da'wah. We are trying to put a beautiful face. We are trying to introduce a beautiful face of Islam. We are trying to demystify the image of Islam. We are trying to remove misconceptions about Islam. These people don't like it. Just because we defend Islam and Muslims, they don't like it. And that's why they start coming with these ideas or these funny claims and accusations that we are linked to this, we are linked to that. And you know, this convenient card they have, every Muslim speaker who becomes prominent anywhere in the world, what will they do? Extremist, terrorist, terrorism supporter, terrorism sympathizer.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
We was making a clarification video.
Yes, we were making a clarification video. What he did was he heckled us. Exactly. We were making videos to clarify for the people what the reality is, and he didn't like that. He came and he started heckling the video. So now he's bitter about it because another one of their attempts has failed miserably to accuse people falsely. They are extremists. Remember that. Remember this face. These people have no life otherwise. They come to the park, they have a career, and they're getting money for it. I'm very sure they're getting money for it, to come and attack Muslims and Muslim speakers with these funny claims. That's it. There's nothing else to say. Thank you.
Steve, it's very simple.
This is a man
no,
on
it's
YouTube,
not.
Dan.
No, this is about me exposing your nonsense to the rest of the world.
That's true.
Yeah, I've spoken to him. He is not a racist.
That's true.
Yeah, I've spoken to
Move over, because me coming through, and this is what me and we're going to do. I'm going to punch you in the head, I kick you in the face, because I am the king of the whole Islam race! No matter where I've gone in the world, I score. I'll show you tonight. As soon as we get in this pub, I'm going to record it for you. I've gone to Qatar, bruv. I've gone to Dawah, the school gear of the sesh, while they're all praying. I've gone everywhere, mate, everywhere. Every city I've gone to. When we went to Germany for the World Cup, I was like, see you later, lads. Where you going? I'm going to find out. And then that's it, we're on. So tonight, I'm in some hell, knows where, but can I get a taxi? Taxi? Little that drives a car. So I had to ring Benjamin Netanyahu, Palestine, I can't remember his name. And then I got my Zionist card out, which said, I am a Zionist. And I bought everything. Well, you didn't buy nothing? Shalom. Harry, listen, let me tell you something, yeah? If there was a war tomorrow, which there will be, because I'll probably start at the end of the session, if there was a war and it kicked off, I would be there on the front line fighting for Israel. Do you know why? Why not? Why not? It's like Celtic. I had some when I make his dad's come up to me earlier talking about Celtic, like, oh yeah, but you're Celtic Rangers. You know what I mean? Palestine. Palestine. Why would you support Palestine?
Steve, it's very simple. No, it's not. No, this is about me exposing your nonsense to the rest of the world.
that you have to deal with a lot of different people in a professional way, without sounding biased or prejudiced. I know, and you can always be accused of things. I know that for a fact. But certain individuals, everyone knows what they stand for. Everyone knows why they're here. They're not here for decent. They're not here to keep up the tradition of the park. The park is 150 years old.